Hi everyone, welcome back. Um, I hear it's raining in England. Bas was looking at the chat, and I hear Jackie is here. Yes, you're here all the time, but anyway, great. And from Ireland, so I hope the sun's shining in Ireland for you. Um, in Holland, it was a lovely day actually. Still a bit fresh, not in my back garden, but outside it. and yeah, so, today is Yoga Nidra Day. So, I hope you all have got your mats ready or something cozy to lie on. We'll first do one or two or three yin poses to get in the mood. So, everything is going to be very mild and chill out today. I promised, I think I said it yesterday and Kirsty chatted it and then I forgot and didn't do yin, so I'll do it today. So, basically, for the yin, you want a few props that you normally use. We don't do something that requires a lot, but still, if you've got something to sit on, that will be helpful, or something to lean into. And for your yoga nidra, you just want to be as comfortable as possible. So make a little nest for yourself with plenty of softness to lie on, a pillow for underneath your knees, maybe something for underneath your head, maybe something even to cover your eyes. Definitely be warm, have an extra blanket, so that you can really relax, because that's the best thing for it, is that you're the most comfortable you can be. Okay, so when you've got all that, we're going to start with a toe stretch yin pose. And that means you're sitting on your knees with your toes pulled under. You can pull your little toes a little out, still being comfortable. This can be really intense if you've got certain injury in your feet, or when your feet are tight or your ankles are tight. You may need to be here, where you don't have all the weight on your heels and you've got weight in your hands, or even here. Yeah, so that's fine. We're just stretching the back of the feet. It doesn't really matter how you do it. If you can sit up, sit up. And we won't stay that long, because this is a pose that you don't hold that long. It's not actually that comfortable, but it's super energizing for the whole body. So even if we're going to do Yoga Nidra, you want to stay awake. So we're not going to just do fully relaxing poses. Let's do something for our shoulders. So just inhale. You can take your arms up. If you have your hands on your floor, just keep them on the floor. This is just to distract yourself. And exhale, bring your arms down. Just rolling the shoulders. A few times. You can do it by yourself in silence. And I like to kind of internally rotate my arms. So I lift my little fingers up, round through the spine, bring the arms forward, and then inhale up over the head. And come into that back bend, externally rotating. Exhale. Inhale. Keep going. Few more times. If it gets too much, of course, you can untuck your toes. Keep your arms up, roll through the wrists, both ways. Spread your fingers. I'm still having my toes tucked under. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, arms drop down. Okay. And then you can slowly bring your hand forward and release your feet. And then gently tap the top of the feet on the floor, just to get the energy back into it, which is actually quite a lovely feeling. All right. And then we come into a butterfly pose. So you can sit down. If you are preferring to do butterfly pose lying down, that's okay too. So you can either do it this way, or you can do it in a forward bend version, where you sit down, bring the soles of the feet together. This is where you may need to sit up on a little pillow or a couple of stacked folded blankets. Inhale, finding length, and exhale, opening the chest. See if you can really ground through the pelvis, and then come a little bit into a forward bend. And how deep you come forward is up to you. You don't want to first lean back and then come forward. That's not so great for the back. So you do want to get that tilt before you fold forward. And if you don't have that tilt, either sit up or lie back in butterfly. And soften here. So let's work on a yin state of mind. which is just a state of allowing things to be as they are, reflective, not trying to change anything, just being the space for the arisings and dissolving of all experiences, feelings, thoughts, emotions, images. And relax. With Yoga Nidra and with the Yin, we are trying to access our natural state of rest. And the out breath can take you there. Let the out breath carry you into stillness. Perhaps into a natural pause in which it's still. And then you allow the in-breath to just happen. So don't force the pause at the end of the out-breath to be longer than is comfortable for the body. Keep it natural, but just linger there, resting in the stillness. Let the out-breath take you there. The out-breath carrying you into stillness. Into rest. And then you feel the in-breath coming again. Relax the jaw, the face. And just follow the out-breath. And rest in that space, in that pause between the out-breath and the in-breath. Find the stillness. As you're inhaling next, you can gently help yourself back up. And bring your knees back up. Place your feet a little wider. Take your hands behind you. Just be still for a moment. Feel. And then very gently, you can rock your knees from side to side. You can always, also quite nice to do this on the forearms. There's nowhere to go. There's just softly moving the legs from side to side. Okay, last pose. This pose is just helping you to actually create a little bit of energy so you're not immediately falling asleep when we lie down for Yoga Nidra. Come onto all fours and then come onto the elbows and then extend one arm and you move your forehead down a little bit and extend the other arm. So your forehead is on the floor, maybe your chin. In my case, it's my forehead. Your hips are more or less over the knees. Your arms are a little wider. Your knees are also a little wider than the hips. And if you feel any compression in the shoulders, move your arms further out. If there's tingling or it's still uncomfortable, you can also bring your hands in, elbows out, and resting the forehead on the hands. What we're trying to create is an opening in the front of the body, across the chest and the shoulders, collarbones, and a little bit of compression in the back, but just softly. So find a position that is comfortable enough so that you can hold it for a minute or so. And same thing, just let your out breath carry you to stillness, to rest, to that pause between. Yes. And stay in the pose for a little bit longer. Relax the jaw, still finding that stillness, that rest at the bottom of the out breath, the pause in between. Okay. Bring one hand under the shoulder, bring the other hand under the shoulder. Gently engage your abdominals a little bit, press both hands into the floor, press yourself up. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and just round the spine a little bit for a counter pose. You're coming into a cat stretch, tail down, head down. A little bit of a rounded back, nothing too strong. And then hips to heels, sitting up. And then it's time for Yoga Nidra. So make yourself comfortable lying on your back. Of course you can do this seated, but I would definitely recommend it lying down. If you're comfortable enough to do that and you've got your stuff. So get really comfortable. Make sure you're warm enough. You support your body where needed. You have a blanket to cover you. That you're in a position where you're in a situation that you're hopefully not being disturbed. Turned off your phone, your pings and tings. Just so that you can completely just enjoy these next few minutes. And don't worry if you're super tired and you're afraid you fall asleep, because that might just well be what you need to come back completely refreshed. And somewhere deep down in the background you'll still hear me. So just be okay with whatever happens. So rest back, get comfortable. Cover your eyes if you've got something to do that with and you find that extra helpful. It helps to relax the nervous system even more. And then eyes closed. Relax your whole body. Relaxing the flesh of the bones. Melt your skin. Relax the eyes. Relax the space behind your eyes till deep within the brain. Let it go. Relax your mouth, your jaw, the root of the tongue. Relax your throat. And heart. And relax the belly and waist. Really soften. There's nothing to hold. Just let go. And then feel gravity. Allowing the whole body to relax into the earth, the floor and the earth underneath that. Feel almost the imprint of the body. And allow yourself to relax as deeply as possible. Just give permission. When the body relaxes, the breath settles and the mind relaxes. And once more, let the breath carry you deeper into relaxation. And from relaxation into stillness. Follow the out-breath to that pause where it's totally still, and rest there. And wait for the in-breath to naturally arise. And when we rest in that pause between the out and the in-breath, stop doing. Just be. Receive what's there. Allow, but don't influence. Move from doing to being. We're not looking for something special. We're just looking to let go. And to be at rest. So nothing extraordinary needs to happen. Just give yourself rest. Be okay with how it is. Rest in that space between. Every time following the out-breath to that place of rest, of stillness. And don't push that to stay longer. Just stay as long as it naturally happens. And then when the in-breath comes, the in-breath comes. And stay with that. It's not often that all we do is just being with the breath and letting the out-breath lead us to our natural state of rest in which we can heal and balance and recover. And restore deeply. And every time at the bottom of the exhalation, let the out-breath take you there to that stillness and just feel and be. Be open, receptive. Being prepared to be in a place where you don't know what to do or what to feel or what to expect. And that's exactly right. Just rest exactly there, in that not knowing. This is where it all begins. So every time at the bottom of the exhalation, we become really present and explore and be what it's like to do nothing but be really present. And immerse yourself there. Perhaps you even stay there as you inhale. And then the next exhalation takes you even deeper into it. To that stillness, that intelligence behind our lives, behind the arising and dissolving of experiences and thoughts and emotions. Our natural state. in which we can find fullness rather than emptiness as well. And you fully let go. There's nothing empty about it. Part of your attention can be in the heart. Feel this with the heart, that place we touch every time we exhale and we rest in that pause between. And inwardly you can say 3 times, thank you, thank you, thank you. That space, that intelligence is there for us to tune into, to rest into. To support us. And even lying down, you can tune into some loving kindness. May you be happy, peaceful and free of suffering. Tune into your wish to be happy and to love. May you be happy, peaceful and free of suffering. And just for a moment, tune into all of us meditating together. We're tuning into the group energy, and may we all be happy, peaceful, and free of suffering. And send those wishes of well-being and receive them. May we all be happy, peaceful, and free of suffering. And then tune into those that need it. Those that are challenged right now, that you know, maybe that you don't know, groups of people. And send them your wishes for health and loving kindness. May all beings everywhere be happy, peaceful, and free of suffering. May all beings be happy. Tuning back into your heart. For a moment back into that stillness at the end of the out breath. Which is full of love. And from your heart, feel your whole body. Your neck, your head, your shoulders, your arms. From your heart, feel your whole torso, your hips, legs and feet. Aware of your breath. Aware of the sensations of the body. And the sounds around you. And then prepare to come back. Remember, your out breath can always take you back to this stillness, this place of rest. It can always carry you there. But now prepare to come back. Starting to move your fingers, your toes. Deepening your breath. Maybe giving your body a little bit of a stretch, lying down, taking your arms overhead. And then bring your hands together and rub your hands. Create a bit of heat and energy. And give that energy, the prana and the heat to your eyes. So gently bring the hands apart, feel that energy between it, and then take it to your eyes. Place the hands on your eyes. And take your hands down with the fingers opening and the eyes can open, and you can come back to a seated position when you're ready. Being fully awake again and here. Okay, so I hope that this half an hour really took you to a restful place and that your nervous system has slowed down a lot. Repeat some of the Yoga Nidra in the weekend. Of course, you can take one of the videos I've done before. There's also James on the website that he has fantastic Yoga Nidras for you to practice if you feel like it, and other teachers. And don't forget to move. Again, the suggested class is underneath. I'm going to be back on Monday at 5 o'clock. So have a wonderful weekend. Remember to stay tuned, as in take some time for stillness, take some time for movement, and remember that the touch is super important to relax your nervous system. So do some self-massage or work with a bit of energy, placing your hands on your body. Just give it, especially if you're by yourself. Don't forget how important that is. Okay, thank you so much for joining me again, and for building this energy together and practicing the loving kindness for ourselves, but also for those who need it. And it does go places. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend.